Hello and welcome to webisode 206 of Living Life to the Fullest, where we do something new or we learn something new each and every day for 365 consecutive days. So you're getting there. Today is Veterans Day, so I did my first presentation at a school, my school, for Veterans Day. I told them all about my experience and then took a lot of questions. There were a lot of questions. It's good stuff. I'd like to thank I don't want to mention names here, 'cause, whatever, but thanks to the teachers and everybody who put it on. I really appreciate that, and thanks for asking me. That means a lot. I also learned about the history of Veterans Day. Originally, it was called Armistice Day, celebrating the end of World War I, which actually happened at 11/11/11, which was the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, and that's when the fighting stopped with in World War I. So it didn't actually become Veterans Day until 1954, where we celebrate, all veterans. And the difference, obviously, between Veterans Day and Memorial Day: Veterans Day we celebrate all veterans, living and deceased. Memorial Day, it's to celebrate deceased. And I guess there's some question about that, so just adding that little bit. I think that's it. I had something that I wanted to add, but now that I'm doing it, I kind of forgot. Oh, I know what I wanted to add. One of my favorite stories that I don't think really anybody else knows. I told it to the kids today, but I've always been super embarrassed by this story. So if you know it, I'd be shocked. I don't think I've really told anyone. I'm surprised I told it today. But in basic training, I did probably the dumbest thing of my life. If you know me, I make ridiculous, stupid jokes. I don't know why, but I know. I use comedy as a defense mechanism. So, in basic training, I was on duty with we have bunk buddies, so he was my bunk buddy. He was, he had the bottom bunk, I had the top. But, we were on a special duty where we check anybody who comes in. So the drill sergeant's wife comes in with her son. And our son's, I don't know, between 2 and 4 years old. And as a joke, I say, I'm 17 at the time. Plus I'm an idiot. Just out of high school, 17. I don't get it. And I'm like, this is to the kid. I'm like, so does the drill sergeant make you do push-ups at home? And she laughs, and we're having a good laugh. And so I think, oh, that's fun. That's funny. So then the drill sergeant questions me about it. Tells me if I was in a regular unit, he would have taken me back out to the shed and give me old smackola. And then he says, and this is the beginning of basic training, he says I have to get down and do push-ups every single time I see him for the rest of basic training. So I had to do that. That's awful. Awful. And then one day he actually questioned it, if I'd been getting down and doing them, because he remembered, I guess. And luckily I had the other soldiers all back me up. So one of the most embarrassing stories of my life. And I believe today is the first time I've ever told it. I don't remember telling anybody else. If I did, leave it in the comments, whatever. So we'll see you tomorrow for what I believe is should be 207. I have to go through all these and make sure the numbers are right. I think they're way off. But anyway, see you tomorrow.